today's video, we'll be looking at woke TikToks that will raise your vibrations.
I said, did you know that there is hidden DNA only found in African people? A study was done at the American Association for the Advancement of Science on DNA genome, testing the variations of DNA series on different species. DNA series is the genetic information that is carried in the DNA. They started with an orangutan, and the orangutan had 3, a gorilla had 4, and the ape had 5. So they realized different species do have different DNA series. But then when they studied humans, they also realized that different races also have different amounts of DNA series. The Europeans, Russians, Spaniards, Japan, all had 6 series DNA. The people with the highest DNA series was found in Africa. They had a 9 series DNA count. That is the most out of all species, proving that African DNA holds more genetic information. This is how years of torture, mutilation to our people, overstand the damage that has been done to our people would have been extinct if it was any other race. But the fact that we still here today, thriving and multiplying and waking up, it's in our DNA literally to be advanced. This is why they don't teach you about the melanated genetic self, because then you would realize how advanced you are, putting you at an even playing field. And they do not want to see us in the field.
Some of you are starseeds that don't even originate from this planet. You have to truly understand that these feelings that you're having of alienation might mean that you're not from this planet.
We got any starseeds? Let me know in the comments if y'all feel like y'all one of these starseeds out here. If y'all got any of these things that he's about to talk about.
Some of you have cosmic origins, and within these origins you will find your true family. Being a starseed means that you originate from a different galactic plane or a place within our universe. And starseeds are often labeled the black sheep within their family. For starseeds are often perceived as the odd duckling within their family. They never tend to fall in line with the plans that their family have and often create their own destiny. Starseeds grow up to become amazing self-healers as well as break their generational curses. For starseeds possess a high level of intuition as well as cognitive ability. Starseeds are often able to think and see beyond the concept of time. They inhabit the ability to be able to travel through higher dimensions using their mind. And starseeds hold a deep connection to the universe, often wanting to understand how it works. And this attraction is because they are learning their true history when studying the universe.
Ever, but I kind of want to now.
Next year, 2023 is a 7.
What about 2023 and stuff? So what does that mean for the country?
That means it's what is called a universal year. Universal means that everybody going through next year will go through some spiritual shift in their makeup. Some will become born-again Christians. Some will go to church. A lot of people will get psychic readings, but 7 is the number of spirituality. And 7 is a difficult challenge for most people because it's more spiritual. It makes you stop, look, and listen to figure out why you do the things you do. So in other words, so for example, if you're walking around, because it's magnetic 7, if you're walking around saying, man, I don't have no money, I don't have no money, the source will make sure you don't have no money. Mm-hmm. So it's what you think is what you will attract. So if you think of 7 as a magnetic number, and instead of chasing after what you want, you see it on the mental screen of your mind, and then, as they say, you let go and let God. But believe me, for those of you walking around saying, I don't have this, I can't get that, the source will make sure it becomes a self-fulfilled prophecy.
Yo, talk about laws of attraction. I like that number 7 too. Y'all know.
There is no time. Well, there is no time anyway. But we're trapped in the concept. Time is an illusion. And they said we are probably the only species in the universe has found a way to measure something that does not exist.
Mm-hmm. Hey, she be having some really good speeches though. You guys got to tune into Dolores Cannon sometimes.
Talking about, right? Like what we talk about at this university is far past African spirituality. It's literally levels to the knowledge. So when you in the University of Cosmic Intelligence, we pass science, we're past physics, we're past religion, we're past African spirituality. We up in the cosmos, we on a whole different dimension in this reality, in this universe, because we talk about the metaphysics and we're talking about light photons and the neutrons.
I want y'all to think about something, and I really want y'all to really think. Do you ever wonder why it's so hard for black people? Do you wonder why it was a whole slavery thing with us? Why are we killing each other like this? Like, seriously, just wait till I tell you the reason. We are the gods of this universe. We created this universe. You have to get out of the human form. We black people have souls. We are from time and space, infinite beings. We never die. So that is why they try their best to institutionalize us. We have power. We have magic. We have gifts from the motherfucking universe. And that is why they are so fearful of us. That is why they can't stand us. That is why they hate us, especially black women. We are powerful as fuck. Period.
Yeah, it's time to look within. Unleash them powers that she talking about.
Tattoos are spiritual portals able to open you up to high vibrational beings or demons.
What?
Through the symbols and things that you put on your body, you are opening up spiritual portals able to connect with your being on a deep level. This connection will allow for the energy of whatever you put on your body to manifest within your being. And you can see how one might use this in order to connect with people that are no longer with us and have that energy on them at all times. But just how you're able to connect yourself with loved ones that are no longer with us or higher vibrational entities and energies, you are also able to connect with demons and low vibrational entities. Now, if you're on TikTok, then you've heard about Yeet. If you've tapped in with him, then you know what he stands for and why he has this sigil on his arm. And you can go through so many songs where he talked about how after he tattooed this sigil on him, he got contacted by demons who helped him run up his life. So be mindful of the portals that you're opening up on your body. If you're gonna get tattoos, make sure that they have a spiritual meaning behind them. Tattoos are ancient but have been tainted through modernization.
Yeah, some people do be having some crazy tattoos.
Wake the fuck up.
Y'all ever wonder why they made these emojis?
Wake up.
Cause of shit like this.
Wake up.
Pete.
Wake
Look
up.
at that shit.
Wake up. Wake up.
Bro.
Wake up.
Fairies?
Oh my god.
Y'all believe in little fairies being real out here? I mean, it's
Uncomfortable
possible.
signs you're becoming the person you're meant to be. This is part 4. Becoming the person you're meant to be means dying 1,000 deaths and letting go of the person that you thought you were going to be, your parents thought you were going to be, relationships you thought you were going to have, all of it. It's really common to grieve your past self, past relationships, past friendships. In fact, I grieve a lot of the friendships that I lost that I really miss, but we just kind of went separate ways, and that's how it was supposed to be. Number 11 is feeling your emotions more deeply. When you are not on the healing journey, you tend to numb your emotions and push them down. But when you commit to this journey, you're gonna feel like you're going crazy because you're feeling everything so deeply. But this is really normal. Number 12 is you finally are seeing your parents as human and maybe seeing their unhealed trauma or inner child. When we enter the healing journey, we kind of just think people are the way that they are. But once we understand why we are the way we are, we can start to see the patterning and conditioning in other people as well. If you relate to any of these, let me know below.
Anybody feel like they're going through that right now? I mean, it's kind of like
these are animals
age.
as omens. So if you see these animals, this is a sign for you. Owl means be careful, something huge is coming. So if you see these animals, an owl, a rabbit, a crow, a deer, a ladybug, a dragonfly, snakes, cat, lizards, and spiders, these are signs for you. Now let's break it down. If you see an owl, it means be careful, something huge is coming to you. If you see a deer, it means that the heavens want you to know that you need to have faith. The spider means a friend will come and provide help. A rabbit means forces of nature are with you, abundance and fertility. Ladybug, messenger of joy and good luck, especially ladybug. Lizard, your dreams reveal something important. A cat, hidden forces and spiritual powers are near you. Dragonfly, omen of fairy present. Snakes, your passion will open gates. And crow, the truth will appear. Go ahead, screenshot this, do what you got to do, but pay attention, because if you ever read The Alchemist, then you understand what I'm talking about. These animals come as signs.
What if you're just walking through a forest, though? Once you see all them
Things I wish somebody would have just told me before I started my spiritual journey. Number one, if you struggle with dream recall or lucid dreaming, try taking a nap. Most of us use our normal sleep cycle for rest and recharging, so you may never make it into the dream state where lucidity happens. So I decided I was going to start taking naps with intention and using that nap time not for rest and recharge, but instead to remember, to pay attention, and to also just be active within my dreams. Number two, the ego does not die. The goal is to get the ego to mature. This idea that you could rid of the ego is done in the ego. Somebody I know like the fuck was once said, as long as the sun shines, you're gonna have a shadow. I don't like them, but the message stuck. And last but not least, there is an unchanging outline to manifestation. It don't matter if you're doing spell work, which is nothing but the physical act of manifestation. It doesn't matter if you're doing the 3-6-9 method. There are pillars that will never change. Intention, envision, emotion, experience. Intend to see what you can feel to have what you deserve. If you don't think you're deserving, the entire equation gets canceled out. So you might want to check that base twice. You could say it as you work in the spell. You could say it as you work in yourself. Or you could just say it as you're working with that vision in mind.
Man, as long as the sun shines, you're gonna have a shadow. Remember that, y'all.
Like it? No. Love is something that I never depended on from a woman. In fact, I don't even like it. Listen carefully. The thing that moves Sebi is that object on the horizon that always keeps showing up, not the love of a woman. And this was given to me by my mother. My mother said, look, when you were born into the world, you didn't born with a twin, okay? So you remember this, that the love that's gonna secure you is the love that you offer yourself, not the love of a woman. That could come and go. I've been married 4 times. I came home and found my wife in bed with another man. I didn't even feel bad. I felt good. My grandfather always said, get another quick.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Look, these are the things that we need to cultivate, not the dependency of another. Why should you be dependent on me for love? On yourself. That love that you have for you, that love would never die. But if you depend on me, why would you want to do that?
Look past the physical and just peep out what's going on spiritually. A lot of times, they know who you are and who's backing you when you don't even know. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know what is walking with you, protecting you divinely on unseen levels. Again, look past this physical reality and see what is going on spiritually. What's taking place spiritually will later take place physically.
Yo, remember, what takes place spiritually will later take place physically. You gotta manifest that. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most woke TikToks that I'm sure will up your vibrations. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.